Hey guys, welcome back to this St Pölten series. Where I'd left off, we'd managed to make a solid, if unspectacular start to the Bundesliga season, and I'd live-conned that absolute shitter of a cup defeat against SV Mattersburg. Let's see if we've managed to continue where we left off in the Bundesliga. We still sit in 7th place. Still an impressive start to the season. It's a lonely 7th, 4 points ahead of Austria Vienna, 5 points behind Rapid Vienna. Of course, you'd expect both the Vienna clubs to be higher up the table, and I believe Austria Vienna have actually sacked their manager. So they've both made pretty poor starts to the season, and we've sort of managed to take advantage of that. Sort of not, as you'll see later. Focusing on us though, we're 11 points clear of the relegation zone. So it's looking pretty likely that we will stay up. But of course, I cannot take anything for granted just yet. I think the sooner we manage to confirm our safety, the sooner we can start to invest in the infrastructure of the club in terms of staff and facilities, and really build ourselves to be a Bundesliga side for the foreseeable future. And everything after that, the European football, the multiple Champions Leagues, will be a bonus. So, I'm going to show you how the fixtures have gone down in this period. We started off with an impressive win against SV Ried. First goal came about from a bit of an unfortunate lapse at the back from Janacek, but a goal is a goal and we'll take it. But an instant reply from SV Ried. Straight after that, embarrassing error, taking advantage of the space we were giving on the wings, crossing it in. Riegler spills it, which is such a poor mistake, and SV Ried take full advantage. That didn't end up being significant though, because we did eventually manage to get the win, and we got it done before half time. Riegler launching up the ball and Bitchel flicking it on, winning the ball back after making the error. Brandl laying it off to Bitchel. Jano, great pass over to Shibany. Keeper comes out thinking he's Neuer, and Shibany punishes him for it. So that was a great way to start this spell. We then had a tricky away game against Salzburg. I wasn't expecting to get anything out of this game, for obvious reasons. Any point would be a bonus, but we didn't start really where we meant to leave off. The ball bouncing off the keeper's back and going in. Such a horrible own goal to concede. Just cursing the keeper's luck at that point. But we did manage to equalise. Riegler sending a long ball up, and Bitchel flicking it on, causing havoc in the wing, putting in a great cross, and Jano heading it in for 1-1. After that, we managed to take the lead, and it was Sunday League standard Route 1 football, but Edin Ibrahimovic with an anything but Sunday League standard finish, and I was dancing in my chair at that point. But I knew that we couldn't. Well, it was unlikely that we would be able to hold on. Robert Corrin with a ball over to Allen, who is probably the best player in this league, making it 2-2, and it was probably a fair reflection of how the game went. Pretty happy with that. We then hosted what is fast becoming our bogey team, a team in theory we shouldn't be doing so badly against, but who we've not managed to even get a point off so far. Wolfsberger AC. Continuing in that disappointing vein was a 2-1 defeat for our team. Mienville dwelling on the ball, eventually finding Bitchel, but the pass was cut out. Topkajic, and they put about 1 million balls into the box, all of which are dealt with pretty unconvincingly, you'd have to say. Third one eventually does find a head, and it goes in for the first goal. We did manage to equalise in the latter stages of the first half. Kirschbaumer with a tasty ball over to Shibany, who delivers a wonderful cross. Felix a great finish from an angle to make it 1-1. However, just before the half-time whistle, they managed to make it 2-1. We didn't really recover after this, but nobody picking up Topkajic. He's just allowed a free run into the box, and he doesn't miss from there. Next up was an impressive 2-1 win against both our local rivals and now our relegation rivals, Wacker Modling. Hofbauer inspired us to this victory. He's just been our talisman. Scores straight from a corner there to make it 2-0. Inside 20 odd minutes. I think the keeper was just a bit unsighted by the guy on the near post in that one. but still, great technique to get that ball over the line from the corner. They did manage to make it a nervous finish, however. Just a good ball through to Schicker, good finish from an angle. Fair enough, but we've still got the win. Here we have what looks at face value like a pretty impressive point away at one of the two big Vienna clubs, who have admittedly been disappointing this season. But as you'll see later, it was an absolutely horrible result. Kirschbaum were feeding in Ibrahimovic for the first goal pretty early on in the match, taking advantage of some poor play at the back. Their superior quality right at the half-time mark did show. It was from our attack, it was just too high across really. The defender dealt with it pretty easily. Flicked on and they break very effectively. The keeper rushes out, I don't know what he's doing, but the striker punishes us to full extent there. We did end up making it 2-1 straight after that on the very, very, very brink of half-time, making my team talk so much easier. Kirschbaumer with a great ball to Ibrahimovic. Those two are linking up so well for me. And we went into half-time very happy indeed. We held out until the very last minute of stoppage time. All we needed to do was just pass it slowly, get it to the corner flag, just hold up the ball, do whatever, just get to a point where the ref has to blow his whistle. But we gave the ball away and they just launched the ball up. Nobody picking the man up. At the very death of the match, Austria Vienna equalised, taking 2 points off us. It was just very frustrating. However, a very impressive performance against the holders of the league and the league leaders, Sturm Graz, who absolutely outclassed us when we hosted them. We come to their place and get a solid 2-0 win, and it was thoroughly deserved. First goal, Felix delivering a great cross. Hofbauer was there at the far post to tuck it away, 1-0. We wrapped up the win just before the half-time whistle. Peinset finding Holzmann on the wing. Ball was too heavy for Hofbauer really. The goal kick, however, was won by Peinset very convincingly. Felix to Ibrahimovic, holding up the ball nicely to Jano. Hofbauer just goes on a menacing run on the wing. That's what I put him in the team for. Ibrahimovic absolutely smashes it into the goal to make it 2-0, and we were never troubled after that. Despite that rather impressive result last time out, the curse of the Vienna clubs actually continued. Unbelievably, we take a 1-0 lead in the first half. Ibrahimovic again. Good cross from Hofbauer. With only 15 or so minutes to go, we take a 2-0 lead from their attack. Holzmann intercepting a poor ball, gives it to Hofbauer. Stojanovic to Kirschbaum, great little bit of play. Ibrahimovic smashes home the finish. And at that point, surely we are home and dry. However, just 2 minutes later, Rapid Vienna set up a nervous finish. Good incisive passing through the middle, nobody picking up Hoffmann, he puts the ball into the box. Allah is there at the far post. And we get corner banged. 5 minutes to go. Rapid Vienna equalise. And I'm just left stunned. If any of you got any advice on how I can stop conceding so many late goals and throwing away points, it'd be greatly appreciated, because I am starting to lose my hair. I'm not going to lie. That set up a disappointing run to end off this round of fixtures. Pretty poor defending from a free kick for this first goal against Wacker Innsbruck, who are, I believe, second, probably predicted about mid-table. They ended up taking a 2-0 lead in this game before half-time. Well deserved. They were just so much better than us. I don't understand why we were so poor. But that's how things were as we headed back into the dressing room for half-time. Gave him an aggressive team talk, and it worked to get one of the goals back. And it was another Ibrahimovic finish. Good bit of play, just keeping the ball at the middle of the park, and he's always going to smash it from there. Always. Finally, a disappointing A very, very disappointing performance against Wiener Neustadt, who have been lagging at the bottom all season. Been a bit like the whipping boys, really. There was their only goal, straight from a break. One of only 3 shots they had all game. Anyway, well, we had a disappointing end to that run of fixtures. We managed to claim 1 or 2 scalps, and we have managed to stay in 7th place in the league, so it's been a fairly positive episode. I'll come back after the next 9 fixtures, review how we've done in the league, and show you a bit of transfer news. Exciting stuff. Watch this space. Goodbye. I'll see you later.